Car left. Clear left. Left side. Still there. Clear left. Car left.
Try not to mess this up this time.
He's still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear left. V6. On your right. Right side's clear. Incident in. Turn 9. Looks like it's Patrick.
Sorry, man. I couldn't slow down in time.
Car left. Clear left.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Bank Racing Uncut. We're going to have some more Porsche Cup racing from Indianapolis week 9. After my last video where we got in a pretty controversial incident with another car going through the chicane where I just didn't give him enough room, ran him off the track, ended up crashing him out, and he ended up going to say that he was going to report us and get us banned. After that, I did review it, and I'd 100% take fault that I definitely did not give him enough space. I really just didn't know what I was doing going through the chicane and how to go through it. It was a lot different than going through it normally when you're going through it by yourself. So I really just kind of got it all types of wrong. But going into this race, which is the immediate race following this race, the next fixed session, my mind was still pretty much completely on that. So I was thinking a lot about that whole ban threat and how I felt about that, and people just kind of throwing around those accusations and if you deserve to be banned or not. And that's pretty much where my mind was going into practice even for this race. So I'm actually going to show my practice laps just to see and show you guys my thoughts of what I was thinking in the moment with how I feel about that whole system, and just kind of being a little bit more relaxed towards the casual fan base, as I definitely think people should get banned when necessary, but also if you're making mistakes, it's going to happen. Not everyone has the same skill level, same time to play, and stuff like that, so it should be taken a little bit easier. So with all that being said, if you'd like to see, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of my thoughts about the whole past situation in the last race, as well as the whole ban suspension kind of threat system with the iRacing report system. And let's get into quali and into practice, actually, and see if we can move on from that incident and try and learn and get better. A racing incident basically implies that no one's at fault for the incident.
Track's clear. Push, push,
Whereas,
push. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
things. I just think it's one of those things where, like, I think you have to toe the line between being strict with your penalties in a game that is needing realism and you want people to do fair, clean, good racing, but you also have to toe the line between the fact that it's a game and not every single person has a whole bunch of time to sink into practice, and try and you know, race good. That was only my third race.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 84 Fahrenheit.
It's only my third race, and like I said, my first time ever going side by side through that section. So, like, without knowing how to do it, you just try, make a mistake, and then it kind of leads to a collision. But if you you know, make that mistake, you make that mistake. I don't know. It's probably gonna way over my head. Like, I don't really, going side by side through that corner at speed, I don't know how to do it. Going side by side through that corner just, like, doesn't ever seem like you could do it. And or I say that, like, I guess, like, the guy on the inside, he can go in and he can do it kind of easy, but the guy on the outside has to, like, basically lift to take the corner in such a completely different way to how you would ever take it, that it's, like, a completely different corner. You basically have to, like, brake for that corner. Okay, we'll try to see what we can do here. I'm very distracted from my end of my last race result.
We'll have to get the job done.
Which I'm sure will be a video. I don't know if it will 100% be though. But I may have to change how I cut it up because I kind of rambled for a little bit at the end of it. But we might keep it. I don't know. But basically, basic rundown is I was going side by side with someone through the chicane here. I didn't give him enough space as it was my first time going through the corner. I didn't really know how to handle it, and we ended up getting in an incident, banging doors with them, crashing them out. We were fine, besides the 4X, but they were not, and they threatened a ban on us. Personally, I don't think it should be a bannable offense. Whether or not it is or isn't, I actually don't fully know. I reviewed the sporting conduct of iRacing, and I don't really think it seems like it is. The only one that is like is if it's an intentional wreck, because it wasn't like an unsafe rejoin or anything like that. It was just intentional thing, but I didn't intend to do it, so I don't see how it could be that. But regardless, I still don't believe in, even if it is bannable, but it really should be. I think that at the end of the day, it's still a mistake. It's hard racing. I mean, not personally, I have a little bit more time to race, but not everyone does. And I think when people don't really have as much time to race, and they get on track and they make mistakes going side by side with someone, maybe not understanding how to take a corner, that especially when it might be their first time doing it side by side through a corner with someone like it was for me, to just ban that person off rip kind of feels a little unfair to that person. And I think the main thing I feel with the unfair part is you're penalizing a person for not having skill and not being good at a game, which then by banning them you stop them practicing and getting more and getting better. Maybe there should still be a penalty, but it shouldn't be as harsh as a ban to prevent that person from continuing to learn and grow and get better as a racer. I think that's kind of the main feeling I have around that type of stuff.
P2, you're now 1.3 seconds off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Well, distracted on the first lap. I actually still felt pretty good about my first lap, even though the time wasn't good. Like, in terms of comfortability, it felt pretty good, especially as I was talking and distracted. But unfortunate there to get the slowdown. And see, like, even going through the chicane, even going through it clean by myself, I'm making mistakes through it. So, like, I just find it difficult to want to ban people for being bad at the game.
Sector 2 is 3.2 off the pace.
Because, like, I just, personally, and I've seen it a lot of people would have that toxic mentality around when someone's bad at the game, the reaction is, get off the game, you're terrible, you suck. And I get why. Because, you know, most likely if someone's saying that, they were negatively affected by that person's lack of skill, which is understanding. But everyone has those moments. Everyone has to learn and kind of grow and get better. and you only really learn through mistakes. So when people just get upset and tell people just to get off the game, it doesn't really help anything. If that person is truly interested in it, they're not just going to get off the game, so your comment kind of holds no weight. As opposed to, you know, trying to, hey, like, hey, you made this mistake, you could have done this better, and whatever, and no one really is trying to be helpful in that way. It's kind of just wanting to associate blame and, you know, kind of ride the high horse of you're at fault, I'm at fault, and, you know, associating blame and all this stuff, and I get it. Like I said, there are negative effects of making mistakes in this game. You have a safety rating, and if someone else makes a mistake and, you know, has a contact with you and you're not at fault, it doesn't matter. You still get affected by that, and I get that that's frustrating to a lot of people. But it's still a game that everyone has access to, and everyone's going to be completely different, like, you know, situations as to what they're doing when they're racing. You know, I'm racing on a Mosi wheel, but you have some people, you know, playing on a Logitech wheel that isn't even force feedback, and, you know, whatever. Like, people are doing different things, and when that happens, like, I think you have to have a little bit more leniency towards incidents on track that aren't completely intentful. And I do think it varies, and iRacing's code of contact and sporting code does say, you know, rejoins, and rejoins is something that, like, can be a lack of skill, and someone can mess up as well. So, but that is something I think is a little bit more out of gas here. I think that's something that's a little bit different, that if you're rejoining the track and you're not doing that in a safe way, that's like a little bit more egregious. It can still be a lack of skill, a lack of understanding of how to do something, but I think it's just a completely different situation than trying to go side by side through a corner and not knowing how to do it. And you know, in terms of how it's penalized, I think it should be handled a little bit differently. But in terms of people's reactions, it is what it is. But we'll try to put that race behind us. We'll try not to focus on that type of stuff, at least in the sense of mentally and kind of being stuck on that and being kind of, you know, upset and stressed about it. But what we won't put past each other, past last race, is we will try to learn from that. And now going side by side through the chicane, if that happens this race, we'll try to adjust and realize that if I'm on that outside, if I'm on the inside for the first half of that chicane, you're gonna have to go really, really slow if you're gonna give space for the other person. It does basically feel like stopping in the middle of the track because of how different it is from how you would normally take it, but that's just the adjustment that needs to be made, especially if you're already going side by side into the corner. Last race, I didn't know that. I didn't really kind of understand how to go into it, but I also didn't, the other big thing was I didn't really understand the spacing of just how alongside the other guy was. But we'll get in this race, we'll try to put that behind us and try to have the best race result we can have. And if we get banned from a report that dude did report us on, it is what it is, and we'll just go from there. So we'll get back in about a minute or so when we go green.
That's the end of the session. P6. Car number 3, 17 laps.
Okay, we have like 25 seconds till green here. Change our brake bias a little bit for the start, pushing it back a little bit more, going negative 5.25. Starting P6, inside line for turn 1. We'll see how it goes. Try to get the start well. I've not been the greatest on them, but try our best.
Okay, standing start. Okay, Rob, here we go. Green, green, green.
A little bit of wheel spin, not the best. They're crashing behind us.
Left side. Still there. He's still there. Hold your clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Sorry, Rob.
Car right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Got cold enough in my apartment for my heat to turn on. Be a little bit of background noise for a little bit, and a little bit of a distraction.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Still there. Clear left. Car right. Clear. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Rob.
I think the number 11 was trash talking a little bit there. Could be wrong. Deserving. See if we have a little more pace.
Car left.
Try not to mess this up this time.
He's still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear left. V6.
Second time's the charm.
Sorry, but I didn't expect you to turn there.
Kept it alive.
Got a little slippery there.
Off the track.
We've got out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
As long as it's not spinning or the wall. corner continues to be a problem for me.
Okay, Rob, the next car is not the cleanest racer. Matt check, car number 11, C license. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track.
Yeah, I'm
Keep it between
aware.
the white lines. The gap ahead is now 1.3. Gap to Maciek ahead is now 1.4 seconds. There's an incident in turn 10. It looks like it's Nolan.
Maybe can't spin it like that.
Okay. Seems like Nolan behind. He's probably gonna have some pace
Okay,
challenge
Rob,
here.
keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. P5. On your right. Right side's clear. Incident in turn 9. It looks like it's Patrick.
Sorry, man. I couldn't slow down in time.
Car left. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. Car left. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Ugh. Another race where we're not able to keep it clean. Unfortunate. It's one of those things where cars ahead going side by side through a corner and a little bit slower than I really anticipated them being through the corner. And then as I'm trying to just take the normal line, you kind of as I'm trying to take normal line, just can't slow down in time. I don't feel comfortable just smashing the brake, you're just gonna lock up. So I don't really know where I was supposed to go there. So it's probably being a little bit more cautious into the corner. But try to focus up now. It's in the pass. And we have some cars behind us now.
Yo, watch that overtake. So that's regional.
I didn't fight much with Joel. I kind of just, or Nolan, sorry. So he had faster pace, so I wasn't going to hold him up too much. And where he caught me wasn't much of it. I wasn't going to send it on turn 1. At this point, it didn't really think it was worth it. Still have a long race to go. I need to fix turn 13. I'm being so slow to the corner.
Car right. Clear right. Incident in turn 14. We think it might be Nolan.
Fortunate. Fortunate
Just
for us
keep
though.
hitting your marks. This is looking good. E4.
I wonder if the number 11 had some problems with Nolan there. Oh, slow. On your left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Clear left. Whew, that was close.
car right. Clear right. Alright Rob, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Don't give up. Keep him under pressure.
Turn 12 has been a difficult one for me.
P5.
Oh my god, lockups, please.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
I can't get a grip. Literally, I keep locking up. Zero grip.
Use all the track. Force him to find the gap. The gap to Raymer in front is now 1.8.
Oh, heavy lockup. Another one. God. Struggle so much. Hate it.
P5. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I set some good laps to build a gap to this guy. Just to make some just idiotic mistakes. Idiotic mistakes, bring him back in the picture as we come to the end here.
2 to go.
I think I'm definitely faster though. I don't think it's a case of a faster car catching me. It's just our mistakes. So we gotta just keep it clean and we can get there, but it's been such a challenge. Last 2 weeks in Porsche Cup. White flag, gap's 0.8. Try to hold on to this P5. Or maybe more than P5.
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Matt check.
Unfortunate. Oh, more mistakes though. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Okay, we survive. Not a great race. 8 incident points isn't the best. Not the worst either, I guess, but so many mistakes. I'm still just feeling like all over the place, but P5 is a pretty good result, though, I should say. 8 incident points shouldn't be the worst safety rating result, as I know 6 incident points was going to be positive I rating, so we still might even come out with positive, or not I rating, safety rating. We still might come out with positive safety rating from this race, but unfortunate to have that stuff. So.
Spin on the straight.
But we'll try to improve from here and see if we can get any better. It's been difficult but fun, so we'll keep going.
P5. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.